Imagine that it's 776 BC. You're the fastest, strongest, most athletic warrior the Greece has to offer. No one could even come close to touching you in any sporting event. Then one day, some measly cook from out of town challenges you to a foot race. You're outraged. No one is faster than you. You line up to race him. You push as hard as you can, but somehow this measly cook beats you. You look at him straight in the eye and you tell him, "I'll be back and I will win." And with that, the sport of track and field was created. I want to tell you a little bit about track and field. So let's look at the history of that sport, how it has evolved, and what events it includes today. I run track and I compete in the 100-meter hurdles. So I understand the events that are involved in track, but like most, I don't know about how these events came to be. So we know that track began with a foot race, but how did it become an athletic event? Let's take a look at the history of track and field and how it got here today. In 776 BC, the first track meet was held in Olympia, Greece, where only a single event was held. The Romans continued to hold these Olympic track meets until 394 AD, when Emperor Theodosius I banned the games. Then, in 1896, the first modern-day Olympic track meet was held in Athens, Greece. Now let's dig into the sport and how it's evolved throughout the years. Track and field today is very different from what it used to be. Track started out as just a one-event competition. It included the 183-meter foot race. Later on, these events were more technical and they became called field events. One of the most prominent evolutions in the sport is the fact that it began with only one event and now nearly has 20. It's obvious that the sport of track and field has definitely changed from what it used to be, but what does it actually consist of today? According to topendsports.com, a typical high school event includes 3 different types of events: running, jumps, and throws. The running category consists of 13 events that include the 100 meter, the 200 meter, 400 meter, and 800 meter. It also includes the 1 and 2 mile, the 100 meter and 300 meter hurdles, and the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4 relays. The jumps category includes only 4 events that are the long jump, high jump, and triple jump and pole vault. The last category is throws. It includes 3 events, which are the discus, shot put, and javelin throw. I encourage you to think about how each category is compared to each of the other categories. Today we learned about the oldest sport known to man, track and field. We dug into the history and the origins of the sport, the way track has evolved, and the events included in track competitions today. So I'll leave you with this piece of information. According to sportsnews.com, the latest addition to track and field was in 2008, when the first 3,000-meter steeplechase was ran. Although the sport has been around for almost 11 centuries, it continues to evolve today. Thank you for your time.